What's going on, guys? So today we're out here at Colonia del Rey RV in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this really cool couples fifth wheel. This is an absolutely gorgeous fifth wheel. It's relatively short. It's going to be right at around 38 feet long, which, believe it or not, is relatively short for full profile fifth wheels. And this is a Compass series from Columbus, which kind of represents their more value oriented series, but it has a lot of really great perks. Let's take a look at it. Hang tight, I'll be right back. So before we get started, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this is going to have a gross vehicle weight rating of 14,107 pounds. It's going to have a cargo capacity of 2,723 pounds, and it's going to ride on 7,000 pound axles and G-rated tires. That is a heck of a cargo capacity for a unit that's relatively compact. I hate to say compact because I know a lot of people are going to say it's not, but it's not a large fifth wheel is probably the better way of saying it. So first of all, the doors on the basement storage kind of open up in a French door fashion as opposed to lifting up. This is kind of common on Columbus units. They still give you dual slam latches. Your hydraulic auto leveling controls are right here. This does ride on a drop frame. It is a 8-inch main beam that's attached to a 10-inch beam in the back. You can see here the storage is simply enormous because of that drop frame. Your wet bay's right here. This is winterized, so if you're wondering why there's RV antifreeze in there, that's why. But this is essentially where all your water connections, everything would be. I do wish they'd seal this off and make this kind of an area if water drips down, it just drains straight out the bottom. Overall though, huge storage. This is going to be the outside of your water heater and your furnace. You're going to have one of your gray tank dump valves right here. And again, this does ride on Westlake G-rated tires, and this does have an upgraded Dexter Easy Flex suspension system equalizer on it, and it utilizes rack and pinion slides. You can see one thing that Columbus does is they kind of reinforce the bottom of their I-beam with a boxed section there as well. It also raises the chassis up a little bit, so it's a little bit more level behind some of these newer, taller trucks. This is going to be the outside of your refrigerator if you want to winterize it. It's going to be a residential refrigerator. Coming around back, you're going to have your 50 amp connection right here, and then you're going to have another dump valve right here as well, and this is likely going to be for a kitchen or a sink that you're going to have in the unit. Has a 2-inch receiver on the back for an accessory cargo rack. It is not designed to tow a trailer. LED lighting up top. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera, and it does have a ladder to get you on top of the full walk-on roof. The Compass series is, I'm not going to say an entry level into their fifth wheels, but it is definitely on the lower price line of their fifth wheels. And then you move to the standard Columbus, and then you move to the 1492 package Columbus, which is essentially like a luxury version of the Columbus, which once you see the inside of this unit, you'll kind of wonder where you can go from here because it's going to be that nice. You can get these prepped with a generator. This has a standard pin box, which is one of the differences between it and say like a 1492 or a standard Columbus, which has the rubber pin box up front. So this is an area where they shave some cost, but it gives you the ability to put whatever pin box you prefer on the unit. Still gives you the twin awnings, one large awning right here and another large awning that comes off the slide, which is really nice. Well, you don't have the awning above the slide and the slide taking up part of that shade. You're going to have 30-pound propane tanks on each side. You could probably fit a 40-pound tank in here. You'd have to kind of angle it to get it in, but you definitely have the height above the tank to be able to fit it. Right here, Columbus, even though they don't have the thickest doors on the Compass series, they are very dense, so the door is a very heavy door. It does not feel cheap. And inside of this space, you're going to have your power disconnect. You'll have a connection for cable TV if you want to put a TV out here, as well as power connections. They make the panels really easy to remove as well if you need to service anything in here. You can see your aluminum bath deck above. Nice slam latches as well. Having the heavier door definitely helps the slam latches engage better. I also like how they kind of taper the side skirting around the drop frame so it gives it a cleaner look versus some units which just give you an exposed drop frame. Coming around this side, this is going to be your outside kitchen. Nice thick baggage door here as well. complete with a large compact refrigerator. Nice sink base in here. I love it when there are sinks in these outside kitchen. And then you're going to have a cooktop right here, which slides out. And I believe it is kind of a, yeah, griddle cooktop or a skillet, because you flip this over, it's upside down right now. Then you have some space right here for storage, more storage above. But it is a really nice outside kitchen. And if you don't want to extend that awning because it's windy, you could always just use this as shade and protection if you're cooking while it's raining or if it's sunny. Definitely didn't spare any expense on the strut arms. You have nice LED lighting on the sides of the awning. Let's step up inside of this 297 RKC. Again, Columbus is known for making a really good looking unit. And this is no exception. And the price point of these units is actually very competitive. But take a look at this interior. You have a love seat here, you have theater seating here. This kind of has the reverse rear living room setup to where you have the sofa and love seat here as opposed to the back, and then you have the kitchen back there as opposed to the center. But it's a really cool floor plan, and it's interesting because it's different than what most people would see. Very residential feeling. A lot of really nice uses of space, colors, and tones. You have your entertainment system right here. Let's quickly look at the price. So this has an MSRP of $70,447 and a sale price of $51,120. Huge panoramic fireplace. Nice freestanding dinette. The other two chairs will be up in the closet up front. Nice day-night roller shades, MCD blackout blinds, which are really nice. Tons of cabinetry, countertop storage. Look at this. You even get a small little office space. So if you're working out of your RV, this is great because you can put a computer, laptop workstation right here. You have a window in front of you. You still get a lot of natural light, and you're in a good spot. So, you know, this is just a really cool area. If you have kids that need to do homework, that's also another really nice space for it. Nice island in the center here. Would have been nice if they offset the sink just a little bit more so you'd have a little bit more prep space to the side of it. But that's not too bad. I mean, it's a practical sink, and they give you the covers, of course, right here. It is a single basin stainless steel sink, which is becoming more and more common. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on these single basin sinks. Do you prefer a dual basin sink or a single basin sink? And then nice faucet up top as well. You have all your drawers down here. Nice LG French door style refrigerator. Good size pantry space too. Very deep, and you can see how deep it is because it is this wall right here, and it's probably a good, let's say, 14 inches wide. Nice drawers here. More storage space right there. 3-burner cooktop. It's a Suburban brand, and it is pretty wide actually. You have some storage beneath it. Again, a lot of cabinetry, and something that's really nice is the cabinetry is also pretty deep, so you can leave larger plates, pots, large bowls, things like that in there without having to worry about not having the depth. The flooring also looks really nice. It's kind of that faux tile linoleum flooring. I kind of prefer wood style flooring. What's your opinion? Do you like the tile style floor, or do you like the wood grain style floor? Me, I prefer the lighter wood grain style floor, to be honest. You have more cabinetry back here as well for storage. This is going to fold out into a bed. Realistically, this is designed to sleep 4 people, 2 here and then 2 in the master bedroom. You have an LCI touchscreen control here, generally for your slides, and then your AC control. You also have all of your manual controls here for your slides, as well as lights and things like that. And I believe this is actually for your auto leveling. I don't know if this is actually going to control your slides. It depends how they have it set up. Then you have a little coat hanger right there. Coming up, let's take a look at the bathroom. So it has a good sized bathroom. It is a 2-piece shower stall. So if you get the standard Columbus and not the Compass, I believe it's either going to be a 1-piece or it'll be that newer style kind of faux marble look to it. But this is definitely a good size. And there's some perks to having something like this because it's relatively serviceable if you have it break or any issues where it has to be removed. You have storage here, good depth to it as well. Porcelain foot flush toilet, of course. Nice porcelain sink, some space around it, and you have a really good size medicine cabinet. Coming into the bedroom area, it's a huge bedroom. I mean, this wardrobe just sticks out further than most, and you still have all this room, and that's partially because you have this full depth slide right here, and it's a king size bed. So there's a lot to be said about the amount of space you have. Plus you have more space right there, which is really nice. That's generally a pinch point in a lot of RVs where it's hard to get on and off the bed, but they kind of recess that section of the wall back so it's easier to get on. You have this huge mirror right here as well, which also acts as your barn style door to close off the bedroom. And then of course you are going to have storage underneath the bed, and a good amount of it, plus your 2 chairs for the living room. And this is that slide mechanism I talk about a lot that's kind of hidden underneath the bed itself and in the slide. This is usually designed for lighter slides, so you don't want to put this on a larger, longer slide. But it looks really clean from the outside because you don't see any of the slide components at all. And you can protect all of it inside of the RV from the elements. A lot of storage under here. I have a huge closet. Of course, this is set up so you can put a washer and dryer in here as well. Nice dark wood tones. And then on this side you have even more closet space. Nice area for shoes and such. Overall, this is a really nice unit. It has twin Whisper Quiet air conditioning systems, which are standard on Columbus units. So you have one Whisper Quiet system here and one in the back of this coach. And again, this is a perfect couples coach, especially if you're working on the road and you need a place to actually work because you have a desk that's already integrated. It's not a huge desk, but it's functional. The only challenge some folks might have is if you're working and somebody's cooking. What would have been nice is if they moved the oven maybe right there, or the stove right there, and then put the drawers here. That way there was room on each side of it. And if you're working right here with a laptop or a computer, you don't have to worry about grease or anything splashing on whatever you're doing. Overall though, really cool floor plan. I'd love to know your thoughts. And real quick, let's take a look at what they feel their value points are. 25% larger shower. I guess that depends on the floor plan really and what you're competing against. More lighting, metal wrapped awning. That's actually a pretty good one. It protects the awning material. Whenever it closes completely, it has this metal flashing that goes around it. Threat assisted steps. A lot of RVs are doing that now, but that is still nice that they're including it. Has the flush flooring, so even though it's not all linoleum, it's still flush on both sides, which is nice. That's becoming more popular again. Dovetail drawer slides, that's the right way to do it. They put heaters on all the holding tanks. They use an H-track style air conditioning system, supposed to give you better air flow through the unit. Tire pressure monitoring is definitely a good one, and a true 2-year warranty. Columbus makes a good unit. They really do. I've always been impressed with them. And they're actually one of the units that we looked at when we initially got into buying a fifth wheel. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.